Good evening. It's about 10:15 Central Mountain Time on October the 2nd, 2020. Now, of course, the big news of the day has been President, don't like using that label, Trump, has been diagnosed with COVID-19. Now, let me just say, I hope he gets better. I hope him and Melania gets better. And that right there is more sympathy than he has shown for about the 200,000 people who have died from this disease. The countless others, the millions who have been affected with it. And I have had it affect my family. I don't have it. My mother is just getting over it. Her cousin, a relative, is also getting over it. My cousin and his family had it earlier, last part of September, mid-September, and a lot of other things have happened. The people have been affected by COVID. My brother was laid off from his job, and I was trying to get my disability. It's been taking me, I've been doing this for 2 years, and because of COVID, I thought I was going to go see the judge, and we had to do it all over the telephone. And now nothing's in my favor. I'm having to appeal it and go through all this stuff. And my lawyer has pretty much said that this is typical of a lot of people who have filed for disability during the COVID-19. And this is what's going on with his hearings. But aside from that, I'm doing fine. Aside from my orthopedic pain and an uncertainty about what's going to happen with family, and I'm doing fine. Now, a lot of people are kind of coming out and they're saying, well, why are you saying all this stuff, bad things about Trump? How can you be so heartless? How can you act this way? That man's our president. No one deserves to get sick. Yes. But this guy has lied so much just about the COVID-19. And he has done so many bad things just about that it is poetic justice. It is irony. I mean, name your sayings. You reap what you sow. The chickens have come home to roost. Buy the ticket, take the ride. When you stare into the abyss stares back at you. I and a lot of other liberals and Democrats don't want one more person on this planet to die of COVID-19. And just a couple weeks ago, these people who are saying these things to us were dancing around because Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg passed away. That is pretty awful. And these people would go to church or whatever, in 2 days, whatever, Sunday, Vespers is on Saturday Mass, and they will pray for a healing to the Trump family. While at the same time, they are wanting a justice on the Supreme Court who will dismantle the Constitution and invoke Christian theocracy. And I'm like everyone else. I have just had it up to here with this double standard that's happening right now. And I know good and well, if I had COVID-19, the president would not give one single fuck. Nor would he give any single fucks to your family, unless you were a Republican donor to his campaign. And like everyone else, I think the timing is so questionable. Now, I know people will say, well, how dare I say something like that? Well, I'll tell you how dare I say it. October surprise. All right? It would be just like him to do this, to orchestrate this hoax, this being an actual hoax, to garner votes, sympathy, especially after what happened with the debates the other night. And for people to come out and say, oh, well, he got over this. We need to vote for him. You know, it's Friday night, and there's a lot of foosball games going on tonight. When I was in high school, we used to have a guy. He was a few grades older than me, but he would get injured almost every game. I mean, it was almost like clockwork. He would do it. And it didn't matter if the game was going good, if the game was going bad. Around about the second or third quarter, he would become injured. Well, that's what I say, injured. And people began to really get annoyed by it because he wanted attention. And I think that's what Trump is trying to do. He's trying to garner attention. Now, I may be totally wrong. And this is one thing I hope I am wrong about. And unlike him, I hope he gets better. Yes. I don't want anyone to die. I mean, I don't want anyone else to die of this. And if he sees the error of his life, which won't happen because this man is 74 years old, and he's so narcissistic. It's like the old joke Rodney Dangerfield said. He calls out his own name during sex. So, like I said, I don't buy it. I'm not buying it, and all I gotta say is prove me wrong. I know HIPAA laws forbid it, but let's see those test results. President Obama had to produce his birth certificate, and that's another thing. All this stuff that's happened in the last couple of weeks, with the Bob Woodward book and the tapes, the New York Times story about the tax release, the debacle that was the debate debacle. I mean, there is no such thing as a bad coincidence. I worked as an investigative journalist for 10 years, over 10 years, and there is nothing more obvious than when so many things happen at one time after another. It's no coincidence. All this is going on. It's 31, 32 days until the election. So, I just don't buy it. If that makes me a bad person, I'm a bad person. But I want to be proven wrong. And I want them to get better. That's how different I am from all these people out there who are just so excited about Justice Ginsburg dying. They're so happy about George Floyd dying. They're so happy about Kyle Rittenhouse killing people in Wisconsin. How on earth can they look at that, what's happening to those people, and still say, we're bad people for not buying this? I mean, you can only do it so many times. You can only say, I don't believe that, so many times, or cry wolf. I mean, this is a hybrid of King Midas and the boy who cried wolf. So I'm hoping he's wrong. I'm wrong. I'm hoping he's okay. But you don't get to tell me that I'm a bad person. Because I and other people like us didn't ask for this pandemic. We didn't want it. It's affected us. It's affected our families. It's affected our friends. And we look to leadership. We elect politicians to look to leadership. And this administration has proven, especially this year, that they don't care. So, why should we care? It's like Melania's jacket. I don't care. Do you?